Bushings or washers to go in the water meter when adjoining the water meter inside of the meter yoke. The meter yoke, some of them are made differently, but they come up and they have a nut that screws on here. And the nut that screws on here, one side may be a little bit bigger. So when one takes these, you may have to find these from your water company or plumbing supply house. Um, Not certain if this is the exact size, but when one takes this nut will kind of back off, and a lot of these nuts are tapered. So when you put it up here, just be careful what, and when I say tapered, I'm not sure if that's the correct terminology, because when you start, one side may be bit larger than the other, and then it will screw onto here. But before you screw this nut on, there must be a washer that goes in here, because if this washer is left out, you will have a leak on the water meter. So just be careful. So you will need two of these. You will need one, two, one for this side, one for this side. This one will go here, and this rubber seal prevents the water from leaking out. This goes in your meter yoke, the kind of nut that's on your meter yoke that screws up here, and this will make a good seal. So again, these washers, so one thing just to be careful of, when one's screwing these on, and say if this nut is larger on one side than the other side, uh, there may be a tendency to have this, and you start to screw it, and this washer drops, and it's at the bottom. So just be careful, and to make sure that the washer's in on this side, and the washer's on that side. So you will need two, generally speaking, two of these washers, and you may find these at your plumbing supply house or whatnot. It's very difficult to find. I'm not sure if you're going to find these at just your general box store. You may or may not, but so these are not only come in handy, they're a must when one screws this on. So just be sure you have two. It goes up and makes a quick seal. One other thing to be careful of when you put your hands in these meter boxes, it may not be a bad idea, in my opinion, to inspect it, because I have pulled them. Black widows stay in there. Not sure. I've never seen a snake. I don't think I have. Maybe I don't know if I have or not. But so just be careful when putting your hands in there, that you inspect the surroundings when you put your hands down inside of the meter box, because spiders and that sort of thing will stay in there. And fortunately, I have never been bitten by a black widow, so I really can't comment. So just be cognizant. But basically, use two of these, one, two, and then you'll put one on this side, one will go on the other side, and again, you'll kind of seat it in the nut, and you'll start to screw the nut up. And once it catches a couple threads, this bushing will be good. And what it does is tends to mash the bushing down. Don't try to over tighten it. Just tighten it enough snug to where it doesn't leak. Go to the other side and work yourself back and forth if need be. But and another thing, be careful, because this meter can wobble, and if this meter wobbles back down here on the bottom on the meter yoke can actually come undone, and it can actually start leaking there, because if you're not careful when putting this on, so you may need two wrenches in order to put this on. But anyway, you'll need two of these bushings or washers or whatever you call these, and put it in your meter yoke, and you should be fine, and everything should work great if everything else is installed properly. So, and if you feel like it's above your pay grade, there are many plumbers that may be willing to help. So, just perhaps my opinion is it may not be a bad idea to call somebody that's skilled in this kind of industry. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.